World of Frozen is officially opening in spring 2026. Let's talk about it. Hi everyone, how's life, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So as some of you may know, this past weekend was Destination D23 over in Orlando, Florida, and during that convention Disney announced quite a lot of exciting things, including a season, a time period for the opening of World of Frozen here in Walt Disney Studios, or maybe I should say Disney Adventure World. And things are getting very real and very exciting now, because just behind these walls is going to be a whole new world, of course World of Frozen, but also so much more. You can see the concept art over here and just how grand it's all going to be. So as you can see, World of Frozen is actually all the way at the end of Disney Adventure Way, and Adventure Way is this very long, beautiful pathway that's going to actually take us to the lake and World of Frozen. And there's so much to look forward to just in World of Frozen alone, let alone everything else in the expansion. So as I mentioned, at Destination D23 a couple of days ago, Disney not only announced that World of Frozen will be opening in spring of 2026, but they also showed us some footage, some new footage of what World of Frozen looks like. And they recently finished building Elsa's Ice Palace, which looks absolutely incredible, and it's going to be the tallest part of the entirety of World of Frozen, and the details on it look incredible. I cannot wait to see it in person. I think it's going to be stunning. But also something unique to our World of Frozen is that unlike the versions in Hong Kong Disneyland and also Tokyo Disney, we will actually be able to enter the castle, and inside the castle is going to be a meet and greet with both Anna and Elsa. I'm pretty sure it's going to be extremely popular, but even the interior looks incredible from what we've seen so far. And the fact that we can actually go inside is pretty cool, because in the Hong Kong version of World of Frozen, which opened up about a year or so ago, the castle is literally just a facade. It looks incredible, don't get me wrong, but you can just see it from a distance. You can't get close to it, you can't go inside it, whereas we're going to have the opportunity to actually go inside Elsa's castle and meet Elsa herself as well as Anna. Now, of course, with the opening of World of Frozen, we're also going to be getting a brand new ride, Frozen Ever After. It's going to be a much more advanced and modern version of what you see in Epcot. It's going to be probably closer to what we see in Hong Kong Disneyland, hopefully even better than that. And trust me, I did the Hong Kong version about a year or so ago, and it's incredible. It's so much better than Epcot's version. I mean, just the animatronics of Anna and Elsa alone were incredible on that ride. So mesmerizing, so real life-like. So I cannot wait for us to have it here in Disneyland Paris. And all of this will be coming to this park in spring of 2026. So what you see over there, all of that is going to be World of Frozen with the lake and everything. But what in my opinion is even more exciting is that it's not just going to be World of Frozen that we're going to be getting in this park. No. As you can see on the concept art, this park is going to become so much bigger than what it is right now. And of course, it's not just expanding, but from 2026, this park is also going to be renaming, retheming itself as Disney Adventure World. So very soon we're going to be saying goodbye to Walt Disney Studios, which has been the name of this park ever since it opened back in 2002. But if you look at this map right now, this map is not even showing World of Frozen. This is showing Adventure Way and all the little mini attractions and little areas that we're going to be seeing on our way to World of Frozen. So hopefully this gives you an indication of just how big this is going to be. So this is where we're standing right now. You can see there's a nice little gazebo over there, and that actual gazebo has already been basically built. You can see the top of it over there. And then as we carry on, we're going to have a new entrance / exit to Toy Story Playland. We're going to have a new statue of Woody and Jessie, which I cannot wait to see. And then this pathway carries on going. We're going to have the English Gardens. We're going to have this beautiful swing ride, which is coming up a little bit later than 2026. We've got the Tangled Spin ride, which I cannot wait to see. And so many other beautiful areas, as well as a brand new restaurant, which is going to be a princess character meet. It's just started raining now, so I'm going to go and try and find some cover, but we're not done yet. There's still plenty of things to talk about. The cool thing is that from some angles here in Walt Disney Studios, you can actually see a little bit of what's happening behind those walls. So here's a better look at the gazebo, but also some of the beautiful lampposts that you can see, the pathway, Adventure Way, and even the top of World of Frozen. You can see Elsa's castle, you can see Arendelle. Everything is looking incredible, and I feel like things are moving pretty quickly too. So it'll be interesting to see what date Frozen opens next year. And this is something that I've had so many questions about, because of course we do have a season now, spring of 2026, but spring starts from the end of March and goes all the way to the end of June. So we've got 3 months technically for it to open. So when do I think it's going to open? I will let you know once I can find myself a free table somewhere undercover so that I can chat to you a little bit more easily. Okay, I found a table. It didn't actually take as long as I thought it would, but let's talk World of Frozen, spring of 2026. That is already not too long to go. I mean, we're currently in September of 2025. Today is the 1st of September 2025. So even if we say it ends up opening in June of 2026, that's still less than a year to wait. But listen, there is no way I think World of Frozen is opening in June of 2026. In my opinion, it's going to be towards the beginning of spring 2026. And of course, what we have to think about as well is that before its grand opening, there is going to be at least probably a month of soft opening where annual pass holders can come, press can come, influencers can come. So we could be looking at sometime as early as February for the soft opening, which is very, very exciting, honestly. I feel like the next few months are going to fly by, and before we know it, we're going to have a brand new land here in Walt Disney Studios. Or I should really say Disney Adventure World, because with the opening of World of Frozen in spring of 2026, Walt Disney Studios will be no more. We're going to have a new name for it, Disney Adventure World, which they're playing the Inside Out theme too. I love it. But yeah, it's going to take a while for us to get used to it, I feel like, but it's exciting either way. The main thing is that we're going to have so much more to look forward to and enjoy here in this park. And as you can see, the mountain and Elsa's castle are so far away from where I'm standing right now that this should hopefully show you again just how long the pathway is, how long Disney Adventure Way is. And I would know because I was very lucky that back in April of this year, 2025, I got to go on a tour and see exactly what's happening behind those walls. So we got to walk all the way to World of Frozen. We saw the lake. We walked down Disney Adventure Way, and it just looks incredible, guys. I can't tell you how overwhelmed I was when I got to go on that behind the scenes tour and just how big I thought everything was. I mean, everything that I'd seen prior to that, from concept art to even photos, imagine it 10 times bigger. Maybe not 10 times bigger, but at least 5 or 6 times bigger. That's how grand everything is. The lake alone is so huge, and you only realize it once you're actually there and see it in person. It's going to take ages and ages just to go around it and get to World of Frozen. And even the walk, like I said, Disney Adventure Way, from where I'm standing right now, all the way to World of Frozen, is going to be quite a long walk. We're going to get those steps in, guys. I mean, just imagine walking through Studio One, now known as Disney World Premiere, and then coming up here, and then continuing your journey, being able to go behind those walls, past those walls, and getting closer and closer to Arendelle, Elsa's palace, the mountains, all of the exciting new things happening on the other side. Now, I want to do a little throwback to April of 2025 when, like I said, I was lucky enough to be able to go behind those walls and walk all the way to World of Frozen, so you can see my raw thoughts and opinions from when I had just done the tour. Guys, look how stylish these shoes look. These are the shoes, the special shoes that we need for the tour. Also got a headset so that we can hear what's happening throughout the construction side tour, and then a bunch of things inside this bag, including this helmet, which looks so cool, and these goggles, which we're not going to be wearing until we actually start the tour.
2 hours later.
Adventure Way. Oh my god, guys. Adventure Way, obviously it's a promenade that takes you from World Premiere all the way to World of Frozen, the lake and everything. We walked there. We did the whole walk. The walk is long. The whole thing is so much bigger and longer and more just wide than I imagine. Like, concept art doesn't do it justice, truly. And the lake, oh my god, the lake is big. And like, I knew it was going to be big, but it's so much bigger. Again, when you look at concept art or when you see photos from above, obviously if you go on parachute drops, you can see a little bit of what's happening there. But when you're actually there and you see it up close, which we got to do today, I feel so lucky and grateful still. And oh my god, I was in awe. Like, I just had my eyes on World of Frozen and the lake, and even though we were walking all around it and everything, my eyes, my head was just constantly looking that way. Like, I could not look anywhere else. It looks so magical, so cool. Cannot wait to explore it all. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional now. Like, truly, it was like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me, obviously. It's so unique. I mean, our tour guides actually for Adventure Way were Jason and Emma. Jason did the English side of things and Emma did the French part of it. Emma's the project manager for World of Frozen and so much of what's going on there, and Jason is the planner. They said they very rarely do such tours. In fact, they said it's, I think, one of the first times they've ever done such a thing where they've allowed content creators like myself to actually go there when it's like still very much a construction site. I mean, loads of dirt everywhere, loads of half-finished things, and so it was so cool. I feel so privileged that I got to experience it, and shout out to our incredible tour guides there as well, Jason and Emma. But I want to talk to you about just the length of this promenade, Adventure Way, and how long it feels. Again, it's not something that will make full sense to you until you actually go and see it yourself, and until I'm able to obviously film it and everything next year. But it's so much longer than I expected. When I first entered, I kept just doing this and like looking at the back of World Premiere and then looking back into the distance where World of Frozen is and the lake, and just, I couldn't believe how far they were, because it's big. Like, this park is almost doubling in size once World of Frozen opens, and I cannot wait for it. It's going to be incredible. So that was my first impression, just how long it felt. And most of us felt the same. One of my content creator friends actually described it almost like a Champs-Élysées, the Champs-Élysées of Walt Disney Studios / Disney Adventure World, because it just felt like a beautiful promenade with so many trees, so many beautiful scenery to look at. I think there's something like 1,000 trees there, 1,000 trees, which, I mean, can you imagine that? There was a lot going on there. Also, our tour guide Jason said that there's 10,000 popcorn lights across the promenade as well, so it's going to look so magical at night when it gets dark. I cannot wait, guys. It's going to look so beautiful. And even some of the trees had some twinkly lights on them, and there are so many trees. We got to see the Tangled attraction, which is currently in the middle of being obviously built. But we got to see the boat, we got to see the area. Even the Tangled ride has a little bit of a lake next to it, which looks so beautiful. Got to see Woody and Jessie, the big statues, which was so cool. This is going to be the new entrance, or a second entrance into Toy Story Playland from Adventure Way. And we even got to see actually where this new ride that was announced is going to go. So the new Up ride, which is like a little swingy ride. Obviously that was announced earlier today, you would have seen it. And again, by World of Frozen, there's going to be so many details for us to look at. I cannot wait. Like, I'm envisioning myself next year, 2026, when it opens, spending probably days and days, maybe even weeks, just covering everything for you. I cannot wait, and I'm excited for you to see it. Like, I really think this park is going to be magnificent. It's going to look so cool, even better than I expected it to be. I mean, we've been talking about it for so long, but seeing it in person makes you realize just how much work has already been done, and also just how cool it's really going to look. Like, truly cool. Oh yeah, we also got to see the restaurant, the Regal View, which is going to be a princess dining experience. So exciting. It's located in such a prime position to be able to watch the nighttime show. Oh my god, the nighttime show. We also got to see the barges, because they've been testing out the new nighttime show coming to Disney Adventure World next year. And so we got to see the barge that they're going to be using right in the middle of the lake. And it was so funny because Jason actually made a point to mention that the barge will only come out before the show in the evening. So during the day, it won't be there. People will be able to get beautiful views of World of Frozen. So don't worry about it. I think Disney learned their lesson with Epcot. So yeah, that's so exciting that they're only testing out this nighttime show that we're going to be seeing next year with the opening of Disney Adventure World. I mean, it's going to have so much happening. There's going to be drones, there's going to be lasers, water, just a lot. I cannot wait. And the lake looks so exciting, and the backdrop of World of Frozen. I have to tell you something, guys. I was lucky enough to visit Hong Kong Disneyland last year, and you can check out my vlogs from that if you want to. In fact, I have a whole vlog dedicated to World of Frozen in Hong Kong Disneyland, because if you don't know, World of Frozen actually opened in Hong Kong Disneyland first. It opened at the end of 2023, and I got to experience it in May of 2024 last year. If you haven't checked out my World of Frozen vlog from Hong Kong Disneyland, I would highly recommend you do so, because it's going to be different to what we have in Disneyland Paris. Some of it will be the same, but it might give you a bit of an idea as to what we can expect with what we get here next year. But I have to say, with Hong Kong Disneyland, the walk up to World of Frozen, like the reveal, isn't quite as magical as what we are going to get here in Disneyland Paris, because we have this lake, which is incredible, and obviously we have the promenade, Disney Adventure Way, from world premiere leading us to World of Frozen. So it's incredible. It's just a lot more magical to what I experienced in Hong Kong Disneyland. And don't get me wrong, Hong Kong Disneyland World of Frozen as a land is stunning. It's beautiful, and they have 2 attractions there, so much going on. Like I said, check out my vlog from last year if you want to see more of it. But in terms of like the actual grandeur of it and like how you feel when you first see it, there's a lot more to the one that we have here in Disneyland Paris. And that's something that I didn't expect either. I thought because I've already seen World of Frozen, I wouldn't find it quite as magical, but I did, because of how it's all laid out with the lake and like the reveal walking up to it. I cried multiple times throughout this tour, like so many times, and I wasn't the only person. I was looking to my other content creator friends, and we all felt the same, and it was just such an incredible shared experience that I'll never ever forget. Thank you so much to Insiders, thank you so much to you guys for watching this video, for making things like this happen, but thank you to Disneyland Paris as well. Disneyland Paris for giving us this opportunity. Guys, you did the tour as well, you've seen it.
Oh my God. Oh
what
my
did you
God.
think?
It's huge, it's amazing, it's beautiful. I just can't wait to
Yeah.
like to
experience
yeah,
this land
Exactly.
area. It's
But I love that the first thing you said is that it's huge, because I think
It's
none of us
It's
expected
really
it to be as
huge.
big as it was.
It's gonna be really big. It's gonna be a big park. It's gonna be like real, and all the small details and everything's gonna change.
yeah, I thought it was like it will be just a perspective view,
Same,
something
same.
like this, but no, it's
So
really
long,
huge.
you have to
Yeah.
walk quite far to get to
It's
it.
gonna be like Epcot, you know, when you will go,
Yeah,
you cannot come back.
Take your steps, yeah.
You stay there.
That's
for-
true, that's a
for
good
sure,
point
yeah.
actually.
So yeah,
But yeah.
This morning we're like, oh wow,
Yeah,
oh wow,
yeah.
oh wow.
It was
Yeah.
a really great opportunity
Yeah.
for us because
Oh, yeah.
it's not ready at all.
Absolutely.
You know, it's really like nothing, pavement.
Yeah.
It's completely kind of fun.
Yeah, they said it was
Clean mess,
extremely,
you know?
yeah.
But
Very rare
And you
exclusive
can already
opportunity.
see like everything, like the restaurant and like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Frozen, the World of Frozen. You can see like a lot of buildings are up right now, and yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, and how the
yeah.
capacity will be huge. You know,
Yes.
like every people for the show, the nighttime show, with every steps
Oh
for
gosh,
seeing
and the
the
water,
show.
the lake, and everything. Like, yeah.
I'm so excited, guys. I still remember that day like it was yesterday, and I cannot wait to be able to go back there again, see it once it's finished fully, and for you guys to be able to experience it, and for this park to become what it deserves, or at least start to become what it deserves, because Disney's not stopping with World of Frozen. They've already announced that Lion King Land should be coming up in the next few years as well, and there's still some space for potentially another land in the future too. Now, another thing that will probably end or change in some way once World of Frozen opens is this, the Frozen Celebration Show, which has been running here in the Animation Celebration building for the past few years. Officially called Frozen, a musical invitation, and ever since it opened, it's been incredibly popular amongst Disneyland Paris guests. Not only because it's currently the only way for people to be able to see Elsa and Anna, and also Kristoff is in there as well as Sven, but also because Frozen is just generally a very popular show, and this theatre has very limited capacity. So if you're hoping to catch the show before it ends or potentially changes to something else, then I would recommend getting there about an hour or so before the performance starts. Now, why do I think this show is going to potentially end with the opening of World of Frozen? Well, it's pretty simple, because as I mentioned, this show involves a lot of our favorite Frozen characters such as Anna, Elsa, Kristoff even, and you might also remember that earlier in the video I did mention that with the opening of World of Frozen we're also going to be getting a brand new Elsa and Anna character meet and greet. So it simply makes no sense for Anna and Elsa to be both here and also over in World of Frozen all the way on the other side of the park. I mean, even though Elsa has some magical abilities, I still don't think she can be in two places at once. But please note that these are just my thoughts. Disney hasn't announced anything yet, nothing at all has been confirmed about whether or not this show is staying. I'm just going based on logic. I could be completely wrong, but I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If Frozen, the musical invitation, was to close after World of Frozen opens, what show would you like for it to be replaced with? What character? What film? I mean, do we want another princess show in there, or something completely different, like potentially a Pixar show? Although I kind of doubt that will happen, because we've already got together a Pixar musical not so far from this theatre, and that is an incredible show which you shouldn't miss if you're visiting Walt Disney Studios. I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts, so feel free to leave your comments down below. I'm going to be reading all of them. My personal opinion is that Disney's going to go for a film that's very, very popular right now. So for instance, Moana could be an option, because Moana 2 recently came out, did very well in the box office, and Moana just is a very popular character in general. But we could also have potentially something like Encanto, because that's also a recent film that's been very popular. Rapunzel could also be an option, because during the music festival over in the other park, Rapunzel show has been one of the most popular ones. But unfortunately, what I can guarantee you is not going to happen is a Hunchback of Notre Dame show, even though I personally would absolutely love that, being able to see Esmeralda and all the other characters from that film in that theatre, especially because we're in France as well, I think would make so much sense. But I can almost guarantee you that that is unfortunately never going to happen, because even though me and you might love Hunchback of Notre Dame, unfortunately the kids of today don't care too much about that film or its characters, so it's just not popular enough anymore. And in my opinion, Disney wants to try and future-proof its attractions and shows across the Disney parks as much as possible so that they remain popular for a long time. But listen, I'm going to be excited no matter what show they put in there, and that's only if Frozen changes, because like I said, I could be completely wrong. They might end up keeping the show and maybe just changing a little bit so that Anna and Elsa don't feature in it anymore. I don't know how that's going to work necessarily, but we're just going to have to wait and see. I'm sure whatever Disney comes up with is going to be exciting and fun. But as I stand here right in front of this beautiful partner statue of Walt Disney himself standing next to Mickey Mouse, I wanted to give you another overview of what we can so far see of World of Frozen and Disney Adventure Way. So as you can see, we can see the mountain and there's snow on it. We can see quite a lot of Arendelle as well. And of course, we know now that Elsa's Ice Palace has also been finished. So there's really not long to go. Pretty soon we're going to be able to walk into Arendelle, enjoy the new attraction, and meet Anna and Elsa and so much more. And of course, I am going to be here to cover all of it. So if you're as excited as I am about the future of this park and World of Frozen opening next year, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so, and you can also put that notification bell on as well so that you don't miss any of my future videos. There's going to be so much more coming, honestly. The next few months, as we get closer and closer to the grand opening of World of Frozen, are going to be some of the most exciting ones. But seeing as we're here and I'm getting pretty hungry, I want to quickly go into World Premiere for a little bit and try one of their new burgers. This is the Hollywood Gardens restaurant inside World Premiere, which opened up about 3 months ago, and it's mainly a quick service burger restaurant. I tried a couple of their burgers back in May of 2025. You can check out the vlog for that after you finish watching this. But like I said, they recently brought out a new burger, and I remember enjoying the other burgers that I tried last time quite a bit, so I'm excited to see what this one's like. This is the menu at the Hollywood Gardens restaurant in Walt Disney Studios, and the new burger that they recently introduced is that top one over there, the Say Cheese Burger, which is a beef burger, melted cheddar cheese, lettuce, fried onion flakes, and sauce. Priced at €17 if you get it as a meal, so that's what we're gonna go for. And I'm still so impressed by the transformation of this restaurant. It just looks so magical. It is also, however, pretty busy right now because it's raining outside, and this restaurant is undercover, so a lot of people are coming here not only to eat but also to take shelter. Now they do have ordering machines here at the Hollywood Gardens restaurant. However, if you have any sort of discount such as my annual pass discount, you can't get that from the machines, which is why I'm currently in a fairly long queue to actually order in person. Hopefully it'll go quickly. And I finally got my meal. It took almost exactly 15 minutes from me joining the queue to getting my food. But at least I managed to find myself a table fairly quickly considering how busy it is. So here we are. This is my meal. This is the new cheeseburger, Sage cheeseburger. I think that's what it's called. I love the Hollywood Garden design on the packaging. You've got your French fries on the side. And for my drink, I decided to go for an apple juice. Also, they were just playing Colors of the Wind, an instrumental version of it, which is beautiful. But yeah, let's open up this burger and see what it's like. There we have it. Again, like almost all the burgers here, you've got the Hollywood Garden sign on the bun. Inside you can see the beef, the cheese, there's some shredded lettuce and some onion flakes as well. So pretty simple burger, I would say, which is why it's also a little bit less expensive than the other ones. Without further ado though, let's give it a go. It's good. It's a pretty decent burger. I really enjoy the sauce they've used for it. It's some kind of white sauce. The onion flakes add some nice crunch to it, and overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Also, they're playing the main theme from Umbrellas of Cherbourg now, or Cinémagique, which takes me back to the older days of Walt Disney Studios, but I'm gonna enjoy my burger now. Well, that was actually a really good burger. I'm pleasantly surprised with it, and I'd happily get it again. It's been just over 3 months since I last visited the Hollywood Gardens restaurant since its first opened in May of 2025, and you can check out my vlog for that as well if you want to. And I feel like the quality has remained the same. If anything, it's become even better. I rate this restaurant. It might just be burgers, but the burgers are pretty good. With that being said though, we have come to the end of this video, and I hope you can enjoy this lovely shot of world premiere as well as the entrance of Walt Disney Studios / Disney Adventure World. As you saw, there's so much change coming to this park over the next few months, and I for one cannot wait to experience them and also share them with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to give a massive shout out to my lovely Patreon members and my YouTube members. You guys are amazing. You can follow me on Instagram if you would like to as well. And like I said earlier, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of me. But I'm gonna love you and leave you and see you in the next one. Bye bye.